chains and stuff like that because they're useless now because they become sophisticated, and or they just outlive the people and get rid of them because they have no more purpose and destroy them. So the message I get with that is that as a society, even robots know that people eventually will self-destruct themselves because it's just in their nature. It's in their nature to have something great and eventually just destroy themselves over time. And even robots know that well, we'll just let them live on the earth for now because they're going to kill each other, destroy each other, start wars, and start frivolous forms of behavior and disease and spread disease in different ways and kill each other. And, you know, we're more sensible, we're more logical than that, and we don't have emotions and that type of nature that would be self-destructive, so we'll just outlive them. It's always the message in all of these futuristic movies when not alien, but artificial intelligence starts taking over. Right. I mean, it's that message is prevalent.
Yeah, that is true. You're right. Movies do have its way of being able to predict the future, and
yes,
that are like you see in the '80s that are now like relevant today.
Yes.
You know, so there's no question about that. There's like that futuristic stuff that you would have never thought would have came, and now we're actually seeing it. You know, like the iRobot with Will Smith. I mean, now you got like you showed me with Tony Robbins talking to that robot. I mean, that's pretty close. It's a highly sophisticated robot that can recognize human emotion and actually talk in ways that understand sarcasm. I mean, that was a very freaky video that Tony Robbins, I forget the name of the title of the video, but I think it was, a 9-minute video interviewing that robot. What was that robot? That was in Europe, wasn't it? Or Russia?
It is the first citizen, I think, of Russia.
That's right.
Artificial intelligence. Yeah, they actually made it a citizen.
Crazy.
I mean, that's
it is. I mean, we laugh about it, but it's like, yeah, this stuff is really happening. You know, putting these
on a very small level, but yeah. I mean, that was. Did that also have any influence on you kind of, you know, getting Tony Robinson's book and all this, and now paying attention a little bit more to Tony Robbins and whatnot? Maybe on an unconscious level, right? Maybe on an unconscious level.
There's no question. Just the guy's, I mean, talent.
He's an amazing man. Yeah, he's an amazing guy. Man.
I will say, it definitely helps. Like anybody, kind of, you know, we do your little research and kind of look in the back and like, all right, what stuff has he been doing? He's been doing his stuff since the '80s.
Yes.
So it's not like obviously I'm way behind, but his work, body of work, is long.
Yeah, I mean, so. It is really bad that is an obvious element of our society in the Western society, because as we pointed out briefly, that other societies that are more developing, they haven't adopted these Western ideologies, and obviously we'll look at their societies and probably try to downplay it, for example, but it's actually, in my opinion, to be a developing country in this current age than to actually be a developed country in this current age. And I say that because the technology can be used to embetter a person who is having psychological or personal growth, or a financial or business growth, or this technology, for example, can create a toxic behavior and toxic personality or ideologies of a person, society, or community that is already developed and privileged. If you are working on developing yourself, or a business is working on developing itself, or a country is working about developing, you have to be exposed to more tools to get there. It's going to allow you to progress in a way that is beneficial and better. And to already, for example, be at a place you want to be and be exposed to tools that you don't need, you're probably never going to use those tools. So really your growth gets stunted, and the growth of the country or person that is actually underneath you while being exposed to more advanced tools is going to surpass you. That's the way I see it. And that's why there's a lot of validity to actually learning about new advancements and adopting them and learning them how other groups of people, such as young people, if we're talking about people in age categories, are adopting, because they'll easily be able to grow with those new technology, new advancements to get to a point that's extremely beneficial. Meanwhile, if you have, for example, us in our age category, if we just continue to adopt the same tools that we have and don't try to learn any new ones, our growth will be stunt, while the advancement of new tools will allow the underneath people or age category to just easily pass. That's why communities and cultures get more advanced, and younger age people or young people surpass their parents as far as ideologies or technologies or advancement in cultures and societies, because the younger people see that growth. And I think it's the same concept when it comes to other countries. Those other countries are going to use those tools to better themselves. And if we don't use those tools, a sophisticated country doesn't use those tools to better, but they use those tools to create more problems or engage in frivolous forms of activity, or they engage in progressivism and not using it to engage in more advanced practicalism, and we're going to just destroy our society.